What's the first thought that comes to mind when you hear the phrase money can't buy happiness? Do you agree with it? Maybe you think, well, it can certainly help, or perhaps you've heard the counter-argument that happiness can actually buy money. But what does that even mean? In this video, we're going to explore the relationship between happiness, money, and financial freedom. So get ready to think outside of the box and question your assumptions about what it means to truly live a happy and fulfilling life. Money is undoubtedly important to our lives. According to Investopedia, money is any item or medium of exchange that is accepted by people for the payment of goods and services, as well as the repayments of loans. It allows us to purchase goods and services, pay our bills, and provide for ourselves and our families. It's a measure of our success and status, and it can give us a sense of security and comfort. But as we've all heard before, money can't buy everything. It can't buy us love, good health, or true happiness. The problem is that we often equate financial success with happiness. We think that if we just had more money to be able to buy more things, we'd be happier. But the truth is, the relationship between money and happiness is far more complex than that. Research shows that while money can buy happiness up to a certain point, which is $100,000 income for most people, beyond $100,000, the correlation between income and happiness starts to level off, and more money may actually cause unhappiness. So, what does that mean for you? How can you find happiness and financial freedom in a world that's so focused on money? Let's get started by defining what we mean by happiness. Happiness is a state of holistic well-being and contentment. Verywell Mind says, happiness is something that people seek to find. Yet what defines happiness can vary from one person to the next. It's a feeling of joy and satisfaction that comes from within. Money, on the other hand, is a medium of exchange that allows us to obtain goods and services. It's a tool that we use to meet our basic needs and to improve our quality of life. So, can these two things be linked? Research has established that there is a correlation between money and happiness, but it's not as straightforward as you might think. In fact, studies have found that the relationship between money and happiness follows a happiness curve. This means that as our income increases, our happiness level also increases, but only up to a certain point. After that point, any additional income has little to no effect on our happiness level. So, what does this mean? Well, it suggests that money can indeed buy happiness, but only up to a certain point. Once our basic needs are met and we have enough money in the bank to live a comfortable life, additional income does not necessarily equate to additional happiness. While money may not be able to buy happiness directly, it can provide us with something that is equally important: financial freedom. Financial independence is the ability to live the life we want without being held back by financial constraints. It means being able to pursue our passions, spend time with our loved ones, and do the things that make us happy without worrying about money. Financial freedom is not just about having a lot of money. It's about being able to manage our finances effectively and make wise financial decisions. By living within our means, saving for the future, and investing wisely, we can achieve financial freedom and create a life that is fulfilling and meaningful. So, if money can buy happiness up to a certain point and financial freedom is important, how can we achieve both? One way is by thinking outside of the box and redefining our definition of success and happiness. Instead of measuring our success by how much money we have in the bank, we can measure it by how much joy and fulfillment we experience in our lives. This means focusing on things that truly matter to us, such as our relationships, our health, and our personal growth. It means pursuing our passions and finding ways to make a positive change in the world. By doing so, we can find happiness and financial freedom, even if we don't have the millions of dollars in the bank. The first step to finding happiness and financial freedom is to identify your values. What's truly important to you in life? Is it spending time with loved ones, traveling, pursuing your passion, or something else entirely? By understanding your values, you can create a vision of your life that aligns with what makes you happy and fulfilled. But here's the catch. Aligning your life with your values doesn't necessarily mean spending more money. In fact, it may mean spending less. For example, if your value is spending time with your loved ones, you might choose to have a potluck dinner at home instead of going out to an expensive restaurant. Or if your value is pursuing your passion, you might choose to take a course or workshop instead of buying a new gadget. By focusing on what truly is important to you, you can find happiness and fulfillment without breaking the bank. Of course, it's still important to be financially responsible and plan for your future. That's why the next step is to create a financial plan. This involves setting financial goals, creating a budget, and finding ways to save money. By creating a financial plan doesn't have to be boring and restrictive. In fact, it can be empowering and exciting. By setting goals and creating a plan to achieve them, you'll have a sense of direction and purpose. And by finding ways to save money, you'll be able to prioritize the things that truly matter to you. Another way to find happiness and financial freedom is to prioritize experiences over things. Research shows that experiences like traveling, trying new hobbies, or attending concerts are more likely to bring us lasting happiness than material possessions. But that doesn't mean you must spend a lot of money to have meaningful experiences. There are a lot of ways to have fun and try new things on a budget. For example, you could take a day trip to a nearby town, have a game night with friends, or try a new recipe at home. By prioritizing experiences over things, you'll be able to create memories and find happiness without breaking the bank. One way to find happiness and financial freedom is to give back to others. Research shows that people who volunteer or donate to charity report higher levels of happiness and satisfaction with their lives. Giving back doesn't have to be a financial burden either. There are millions of ways to give back that doesn't involve spending money. For example, you could volunteer at a local charity or food bank, donate blood, or simply offer to help a friend or neighbor in need. By giving back to others, you'll not only feel good about yourself, but you'll also be making a positive change on the world around you. Finally, finding happiness and financial freedom requires a growth mindset. This means embracing the idea that you can always learn and grow even in difficult times. It means seeing challenges as opportunities and staying open to new possibilities. A growth mindset can help you find happiness and financial freedom because it allows you to see beyond your current circumstances. It helps you to stay motivated and focused on your goals, even when things get tough. By embracing a growth mindset, you'll be able to overcome obstacles and achieve the success and happiness you desire. So, can happiness buy money? The answer is complicated. Money can certainly make our lives easier and more comfortable, but it's not the key to true happiness and fulfillment. To find happiness and financial freedom, we must think outside the box and prioritize what truly matters to us. We need to identify our values, create a financial plan, prioritize experiences over things, find ways to give back, and embrace a growth mindset. Take some time to meditate on your values and create a vision for your life that aligns with what makes you happy and fulfilled. Create a financial plan that allows you to prioritize what truly is important to you. Find ways to have meaningful experiences, give back to others, embrace a growth mindset. By doing so, you'll be well on your way to finding happiness and financial freedom in your life.